And I asked to know. He said to me, the unity is a monarchy with nothing ruling above it. It is the gold and father of the all, the invisible who exists above all, and the one who in corruption existing pure light, and in which it is not possible for any light of the eye to gaze. It is the spirit. It is not appropriate to think about it as Yod, or or that it is something similar, for it surpasses divinity. It is a dominion having nothing to rule over it, for there is nothing existing before it, nor does it have need of them. It does not need life, for it is eternal. It does not need anything, for it cannot be made perfect, as though it were deficient and only requiring perfection. Rather, it is always totally perfect. It is light. It cannot be limited, because there is nothing before it to limit it. It is unscrutable, for there is no one before it to scrutinize it. It is immeasurable, because there is no other to measure it, as though anything exists before it. It is invisible, because there is no one to see. It is an eternity existing for millenniums. It is ineffable, because no one has comprehended it in order to speak about it. It is the one whose name cannot be spoken, because no one exists before it to name it. It is the immeasurable light, the pure one who is unpolluted, the ineffable one who is uncorruptibly perfect. It is neither perfection, nor blessedness, nor divinity, but is a thing far superior to these. It is not boundless, nor is it limited, for it is a thing far superior to these. For it is neither corporal nor incorporeal, it is neither large nor small, it is not a quantity, it is not a creature, neither is it for anyone to know it. It is not something pertaining to the all, okay, which exists. Rather, it is a thing which is better than these, not a being superior as to others, though it is comparable to them, but as that which belongs to itself. So that which I partially disagree with, still refutes most of the church founders of all churches around the world, because they worship a superior being. That lets you know that that being, if it even exists, doesn't believe itself or him or herself to be superior, rather an equal to people. And I would take that text symbolically instead versus literally, meaning that we are that being. It does not, and let me continue, it does not participate in an aeon as a constitutive part of it. Time does not exist, but times does not exist with regard to it, for whoever participates in an aeon would have had it prepared for it from others, and times was not delimited for it, since it does not receive from another who sets limits, and it does not need anything. All right, so let's visualize ourselves as that being instead of versus taking it literally. Let me continue a little bit further. Nothing from the all exists before it. All it exists for itself alone within the perfect light. It will contemplate the unmixed light, the immeasurable vastness. It is the eternity who gives eternalness. It is the light who gives light, the life who gives life, the blessed one who gives blessedness, the and more blessedness, the understanding which gives more understandings, the ever good one who gives goodness, the one who does goodness, not such that it possesses, but that it gives, the mercy which gives merciness, the grace which gives gracefulness. That which is said to you about the immeasurable light, it is the incomprehensible and can only be expressed as the likeness of the light. In this manner, I will speak to you as far as I will be able to know it. For who could know about it indefinitely? Um, well, I kind of disagree with that part, but if we take it symbolically, it is us. Uh, and let's read the rest. She also became a primal person, which is the virginal spirit, the triple male, the one belonging to the triple power, the triple named, The triple begotten one, the androgynous aeon that does not grow old, who became from its pronoia. And Berbello requested it to give him foreknowledge. It ascended, for when it had ascended, for when it is ascending, foreknowledge appears. He stood with Dot, who is pronoia, and Berbello requested it to. She glorified the invisible one and the perfect power, Berbello, for they came into being through her. Again, this power requested it to give her incorruption, and it ascended. When it has ascended, incorruptible appeared, and she stood with thoughts and foreknowledge, glorifying the invisible one, and Berbello, since she has came into being because of her. She requested to give her eternal life. It ascended. When it had ascended, eternal lives appeared, and they stood, and he stood glorifying it, and Berbello, for they had come into being because of her from the revelation of the invisible spirit. This is the pentated of the aeons of the Father, who is the primal person, the image of the invisible one, namely Barbello. Through foreknowledge, incorruptibility, and eternal lives, this is the androgynous pentad, which is the decade of the nth of the aeons, the father of the unbegotten Father. So that right there, if you read it symbolically or if you read it literally, either way, or deeply, and as you meditate on it, together we would realize that Barbello represents this wife or female aspect figure, which is missing in most churches and in most scriptures and most teachings. And it is an aspect connect that is of us, inside of us and outside of us. And also they are letting you know that the father of the Old Testament and the New Testament alike has another father above that father, who is who is outside of the material world. Let me prove that to you.